Miami, Florida, Miss Monique Marvez.
Yeah, because I was a homely kid. And I used to do, my first 3 minutes was about that, how my mom, I overheard my mom once saying, my Aunt Iris told my mother that this little boy, Sergio Vasquez, liked me. And my mom said, well, you know, she's a very smart and personable child, you know. Thank God, because she's not the cutest. And I said, the way she said that was like when a flight attendant says, thank God they're foaming the runway, you know. I think because my dad was manic depressive, and I used to cheer him up, and it was such a rush to see this depressed guy on Thorazine, and then you tell a handful of jokes, and boom, you know. I was like, that's power, my friend. I was in bed with a fever. So I'm reading the Miami Herald, and there's a picture of Sam Kinison coming out of the Miami arena, right? Sam, with two blondes, one on each arm, like, pow, pow, the hair, you know. And I'm looking at it, and I'm divorced, and I'm broke, and I'm waiting to take, I'm like, if that fat bastard is getting rich and laid, I'm gonna try this. And that's exactly what I called.
Married 3 times.
Can you believe it?
Oh my God.
You know how it goes. I'm Hispanic and Catholic, so I married the first man I ever saw naked. You know the rule. You broke it, you bought it. But he wasn't the sharpest guy in the world. I mean, if this guy fell down, he'd start eating grass. Yeah, and the second husband, when you look at somebody and all you can think of is, damn, he's breathing. You know, you gotta go. They always give you that, did you go to counseling? Like there's a diploma anywhere in the world that's gonna talk you back from pillow on the face. So I'm working on this book, Alex. When my dad left when I was 9, I wanted more than anything to scream, don't go, Daddy, don't leave me alone. However, screaming was a very close second. What I actually did was say, I understand, and, you know, go ahead and go, you'll be happier.
These are all your journals?
All my journals, all of them, going back to like, and actually I have them since junior high. Look how obsessive I am. Like this one, got period. When you're a woman,
that's a good thing.
That's a good thing, man. So here it is, May 31st, 1990. It's my first set on stage. The headliner was Mike Chiselka. The opener was Special K. McRae. Remember him?
Absolutely.
I ain't telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I know. He was a pretty funny guy, yeah.
Inspired by the success of Sam Kinison on May 31st, 1990.
Wow.
Please welcome to the stage, Miss Monique Marvez.
What a great crowd. Wow. You guys, wow. It's a Saturday night. It's kind of late, and it's date night, and you see all the couples out there having fun? Yeah. Woo! I'm in a fabulous mood. I am not on a date. My husband's here, and I am so happy. We just leave the house to let the swelling go down. I am so, yeah. You go, oh, you're so lucky you have a good marriage. Oh, my friends tell me, you're so lucky, you're so lucky. Luck has nothing to do with it. This is my third husband. There's no luck involved whatsoever. It's not an accident, because when you get to be in your late 30s, you don't date, you interview. Yeah. It's not a chance, it's not a, no. When you meet a man you're interested, you don't mess around. You just walk up to the person, you start asking them, you start asking them, are you divorced? Because a man will tell you he's separated. That's a slippery ass word, separated. It could mean by a body of water, a restraining order, an area code. Are you separated? Make sure the man is divorced, okay? Make sure there's paperwork. And then you got to keep asking, are you divorced? How long do you have children? How many? What is your relationship to the children? Do they have special needs? Are they ADD, ADHD? Are they wall-eyed? Are they cross-eyed? Do you drink, smoke, do drugs, chew your fingernails? Are you a chronic cross-dressing public masturbator? That's right. And the last guy said, define chronic. I said, you're in, baby. Because if they're honest enough to say it, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to know what you value in life. And I value honesty above all other things. In Monique land, there's no good news or bad news. There's just the news. Tell me the truth and let me decide. You're a cross-dresser? Fine. I'll hide the good shit so you don't stretch it. Let's go. We're not getting any younger. That's important. What's your name, pretty lady? Samantha, you appreciate honesty?
Hell yeah.
Absolutely, because life is short, man. Because women, we want a relationship, and you have to admit that. You have to admit that to yourself when you meet a man. That's why when we go out, we're so serious, because we go out with that intention. When a woman goes out, we get all dressed up. Like, if you're out with a lady tonight, she's with you tonight, she wants you. Because women are practical. We do not waste time. We are pragmatic. If a woman is with you tonight on a Saturday night, dressed up in a place where they got adult beverages in the lobby, she wants you. Because every woman has a thing in her head, a list called the bone list. When we meet a man, we size him up for potential partner. Not just sex partner, potential sex partner, but it's partner is the important part of that phrase. And then we put you on the bone list. See, when men walk through the world looking at women just like this. It's like this. Doable, not doable. Doable, not doable. Doable, not doable. Doable, not doable. I don't want to do her, but I want to see her naked. Doable, not doable. You know the shame? Women walk through the world looking at women too, which is kind of sad. Women walk through the world. Am I prettier than her? Am I prettier than her? She's prettier than me, but she's probably stupid. I'm way prettier than her. That's wrong. But guys, if you're out, are you on a date, sir, with this pretty girl? You're married. A lot of people in San Bernardino marry young. You're very young. Have your balls dropped completely? I mean, you look young. You're very young. I don't want to, what's your name, sweetheart? Juan. I would say that's your age, but you have to be at least 21 to get in. So you're so young, Juan. You're adorable. Hi, wife of Juan. You're precious. Are you guys married for how long? 1 year, yes. Of course you are. Oh, I'm going to totally help you, so this will be your last one, okay? I want people to be happy. Because sometimes when I say things that are truthful, the women look at me like, whose side are you on? I'm on the side of let's tell the truth, stay happy, and never get divorced. Because I lost an armoire and a dog, and I'm still pissed. So let's, you know, I'm going to help you out. What's your name, pretty girl? Claudia. Okay, Claudia, I'm going to tell you some things, okay? Would you like to hear them? All right, they're hard truths. You can't change a man. Do you love Juan exactly the way he is? I guess. You guess. Okay, hang on. The comedy part of the show is over. This is now a public service message. You better make a decision, Claudia, because I'm going to tell you something about a man. If any girl is in this room on a date with a man and you think you can change him, you get that idea right out of your silly little head. You cannot change a man. Pick one you like just the way he is. You like that, sir. You're like, woo! What's your name?
Ron.
Ron, you don't want a woman fussing trying to change you. No, is this lady with you? I can tell she's mortificada. You can't change a man. I'm going to say it twice because women are stubborn. You can't change a man. Why? Because they're in their simplest form. It's like trying to bend a rock. Thank you. Are you offended? Are you offended, Ron, by me saying you're simple? Are you offended in any way? No, because you want your wife to lower her standards and quit nagging at you and let you be the thing that you are. That's right, the man that you am, because men are simple. Why? Because they have outdoor plumbing. And it pulls on their lower spine and creates pressure on their medulla oblongata, making it impossible to hold a complicated and convoluted thought. That could be, that's a theory. But for whatever, they're different than we are. Women are complicated. We are. In fact, your relationships will go much better if you just operate under the basic premise that women are crazy and complicated and men are simple and delusional. Period. If you're crazy and you know it, clap your hand. Viste. Did you see that one? See? We're all crazy. Claudia's crazy. She can't help it. We're crazy and complicated. Because we think constantly. Women think all the time. We wake up at 6 a.m. and flip on the turbines. What am I going to do today? And then we write a to-do list. And then we run around and we scratch stuff off with a Sharpie and feel so excited. That's what women do. We think all the time. And if you're going to be happy, you got to learn to slow it down. See? Just slow it down. Relax. You get a little older, you relax. Claudia, I'm going to save you trouble. Relax. Relax. You know what Juan wants from you? 3 things, Claudia. Claudia, look up. Would you like me to tell you what they are, Claudia? Okay. Do you believe me when I tell you that men are simple and delusional, Claudia? You don't even look at him now. Like, there's a part of you that thinks he's going to grow up. Isn't there, Claudia? Admit it. Yes, there is. No. My dad is a 68-year-old obese Latino man with hairy nipples that wears a Speedo, Claudia. Completely delusional. That's not the funny part. He'll point to a 26-year-old girl, 10 pounds overweight, and go, Mija, it's a shame she let herself go like that. I'd be hot for that chick. So don't wait. This is as good as it's going to get. You have to love him and embrace him, and your marriage is going to get great, fantastic. You'll make it to your 30th anniversary. If you remember, keep it simple. All he wants is 3 things from you. 3. Can you hear him? Are you ready? He wants you in a good mood. Ron is applauding good mood. He wants you quiet. She's hitting him for no reason. I said it and she hit him. And he wants you willing to lick him. Now I'm going to break it down because Claudia is shocked and upset with me at this point. The other women are like, duh. So, but they're duh about the licking, but the first 2, Let me explain. Number 1, in a good mood. You are so adorable. Juan's like, this is awesome. I don't even think I paid for tickets for this bitch. This is awesome. This is free. Juan, wouldn't it be obvious that people like to be around people in a happy mood? Okay, this is how women get themselves in a bad mood. Did you notice the way I put that, Claudia? Did you notice? Take responsibility, put yourself. Women do things for men that the man did not even ask you to do. And then you get all wadded up when they don't celebrate your little accomplishments. Yeah, this is what happens. You think you're doing something awesome. You're doing like the Martha Stewart project in the bathroom. The man's watching the football game, and you spend a whole Saturday with a magazine open on the floor, and you're doing, and you call the man in after the game's over, and you go, honey, come here, look what I did. Come here, come. Ta-da! What do you think? That's a trick question to the man. I don't know what the man is thinking, but I'm pretty sure I know what the man is not thinking. The man is not thinking, oh my God, honey, the border is so straight. And the way that faux paint echoes the color in the finger towels, wow, and the rug pulls the whole thing together. It's amazing, Love Plum. No. The man is probably thinking something along the lines of, which soap can I actually use? And which towel can I dry my balls off with and not get killed? And that's how we get ourselves in a bad mood. Do you understand what I'm saying? When I say that men like you quiet, I don't mean quiet all the time. I talk for a living. I mean selectively silent. Know when to be quiet. Women tend to want to talk all the time. If it's in our head, we want it out our mouth. That's why we have Sprint plan. Unlimited minutes for $99. That's chicks. That's not a dude. This is how a dude uses his cell phone. Chuck, meet me at Hooters. That's a dude right there. Boom. Women are, right? So when a man comes home from work, he's in a different frame of mind than you are because we've let off pressure all day by talking. We let the steam out. It's like a valve. But when a guy goes to work, it's like ramping up to warfare. He's got to get in a car and he's got to drive in traffic and he's got to go be in a building he doesn't want to be in. And maybe he's got some shirt on with some pendejo logo like a Sprint on it or something like that. You know, and he's got to figure out who's in power so he can kiss his ass and not to smack into the chops even though he really wants to, and how to avoid the gay guy in accounting that he secretly likes but it makes him feel weird. And then he's got to get back in the car and drive home in traffic. When your man comes home from work, let him come through the door. Shh. Let him ramp down. Let him go in the kitchen, grab a beer, pitcher of iced tea if he's in AA. Let him go in the den, undo his tie, undo his pants, let a little breeze past the bunnies. And then say, how was your day? Would you like to be greeted that way, sir? Would you like that? How was your day? Yeah, and then give him the news report. Let him relax. Did you understand, Claudia, what I meant when I said the bunnies? The bunnies, the conejitos, huevos, testicles, balls, nuts. Do you understand what you know, the bunnies. Okay. Because the thing is, words are powerful, and if you make something sound cute, then you're more likely to pet it. You understand what I'm saying? Men like when you pet the bunnies, Claudia. Because they're very sensitive. They're not pretty, the bunnies. Let's be honest. There's nothing like that on a woman. No matter how young a man is, balls look old. Like you never get a new pair, they just recycle them. Your Uncle Chuck died and left you his balls, son. Wear them in good health. These are good ones, WW2 balls. Yeah. You get what I'm saying, Claudia, about that? They like it when you touch them. Which brings me to number 3. I don't want to be crass or ugly. You're a beautiful crowd. I'm thrilled to have you. So I'm just going to say it fast. Please pay attention. Learn to lick a wiener. Did everybody hear me? Did everybody hear me? Ron is cheering. Yes. Evidently Ron heard me. Because it's so very important. They like it. I'm not saying you got to watch a video and become a headsmith or anything like that. I'm just saying, if your mouth is in the vicinity of the man's weenie, you look happy, the man is happy, they like it. It's true. And I got to tell you, I told you earlier about the interview, you can't mess around. You got to be honest. The first night I met my husband, I said, I want a committed, monogamous relationship headed towards marriage and potentially a family. Are you in or what? You know? He said, yeah, okay. You know, and he's cool because he's a former Navy SEAL. He's a Vietnam vet. He's been stabbed in the head. He's perfect for me. Yeah. Vietnam Monique. Very similar. It's so funny, but he's learning about, like, my ways, you know, like my girlfriends. Like, chicks are different with their girls, you know. Chicks are different with their girls. We have different relationship to our friends. Like, when men have friends, you just have friends. This is my bud. It's my friend. You have friends across the board. You drink, you golf, you gamble, you talk trash, you hang out with your buddies, you know. It's different. Women have friends for different purposes. We have the coworker we eat lunch with. We don't like her. We don't trust her. And we talk about her fat ass the minute we're away from her. Then we have under her, we have like the hanging out friend. She's not your best friend, but she's better than cleaning your house or, you know. Then under her, you have your looking for men friends. You only see her on Friday. She's a lot better looking than you. Yeah, you're just there for a little spill-off wiener. I mean, let's face it, she's a total whore. I mean, let's face it. You take up for her when people call her out, but you know she's a big old puta. And if you don't know which one is your slut friend, then it's you. Men like their love kinesthetic. You know what that means? No, that means they like to be touched. If you have a man in your life and you want to show him that you love him, touch him. That's how you keep it together. They want you to scratch their scalp and rub their back and touch their feet. They're babies. Are you a baby, Juan? Of course you are, but it doesn't matter that you're 13. Ron, are you a baby? Of course you are. You like to be, your wife's like, oh. And she's got that look like you don't want to be around him when he has a cold. He's like, tráeme sopa, tengo fiebre. You're a baby, aren't you? That's okay. We have to understand that, see? That's not going to change. Women, Juan, like their love audio-visual. Do you understand that? There's different forms of love. This is what, I'm telling you, important things. But you know what it is? We need to see it. We need that reassurance. We need evidence. We need to know. That's why we need a card or a flower. It's not about the money. I mean, the money's nice. You buy. Nobody's ever going to turn down jewelry, but that's not the point, Juan. It's because we need something when you're not home to go, oh, he loves me, like that. And more importantly, we need evidence to take to the coven and show the other witches. That's the important part. Every love letter you've ever written your woman has been passed around a table. He can't spell for shit, girl, but he loves you. That's awesome. I'm jealous. That's a beautiful poem. I want you to understand that you're young and you're volatile and you're going to fight. And that doesn't change if you're 20 or 30 or 40 or 70. People fight. And I'm going to give you, when you're young, they give you that piece of advice. Pick your battles. Pick your battles. Have you ever heard that one? Pick your battles. You know what? Don't fight, period. That's it. Because there's no fight you can ever win with someone you love. Because when you first get with somebody, it's like perfect. You know, it's like perfect, like a car, it's perfect. And then every time you fight, it's like a ding. Like you can take the dent out, you can use a touch-up paint, but it's there. It's not perfect, it's got a ding. I'm going to use a car analogy because I think Juan can get that. Juan? So there's no fight you can win. And I'm going to tell you how to see a fight coming so you can stop it in its nascent stage before it does any damage at all, okay? So I'm going to tell you what to do to stop a fight. Number one, 98% of the time when men and women fight, it is the woman who starts the fight. You two are looking at each other. The bitch is right. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because women think that they can take the hit, that we'll get over it, but who are we kidding? We get over nothing. We hold grudges against bitches in 3rd grade, okay? Who are we kidding? Ron, have you ever done something small, inconsequential, and your woman went nuts like in an instant on you? Has that ever happened? It's going to happen when you get in the car, but yeah. Yes. I'm going to tell you why, honey. It's not the thing you did just that moment that made her mad, because you're thinking, like, I did nothing. I left the toilet seat up. It was nothing. It was a little thing, and it was go time. And then when a woman gets hot like that, they freak out because they know this is a special kind of anger, like a thermonuclear. They always look at the woman like they're seeing fire for the first time, like a caveman. They're like, arr? But the woman's waited so long, and it's been festering and marinating, and now she's like, the man's like, because the man does not want to engage. Men don't like to fight unless Jose Cuervo's behind him going, go get him, go get him, go get him. And men are so cool. Men can get in a fight, pop each other, and they'll help each other up. Dog, don't make me hit you again. Women aren't like that. So you got, and the man's like, and then the woman will say whatever it takes to get you in the fight with her, because she wants to have it out. She wants to have a cage match with your ass, you know? She's like, and in the middle of the fight, the man always stops and goes like this. Fine. I'm sorry. But the man is so not sorry. The man doesn't even know what he did. And the woman starts bringing up stuff he did years ago, and he has to agree. Because he can't remember what he ate for lunch yesterday. So the fight's like, and the man says, fine, I'm sorry. And here's the sad part. When the man says, fine, I'm sorry, that's man speak for, if I give in, can this be done? He has really good intentions. If I throw in the white towel, will you shut your butt? Please? Because that's what the man wants. The man wants to turn on his heel and walk away. I said, I'm sorry. And when the man turns and walks away, the man thinks the fight is over. Silly, silly man. Oh, no. But ladies, this is the part that's geared towards you. Please, Claudia, I'm begging you, okay? Don't learn the hard way. When a man says, ding, ding, fight's over, can we hump? Now, I know you don't want to because you're sad. You're like, your feelings are hurt. It's going to take you a while to come down from the fight. Like, Juan's going to come up behind you with a steel blue boner a cat can't scratch. And he's going to be like poking you in the back. I said, I'm sorry, honey. Come on. And you're like, I don't believe you. So insensitive. I'm still mad. Maybe later. Look, I'm crying. Leave me alone, asshole. And what you don't realize is Juan is different than you because he's a man. He doesn't do the math between tears and no sex drive. He doesn't do that math because they're not wired like us, see? Guys, you have to understand that for a woman, sex is emotional. You think we withhold sex after a fight to spite you, to force you to apologize for real, to show you the error of your weenie ways. No, these are just delicious byproducts. The reason why women cannot have sex after a fight is because if you hurt our feelings, you hurt our gynae. They are connected. When a woman pouts, she pouts with both lips. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. And you need to know that. So you know what you're up against. But ladies, get over it faster because they're not like us. The brain, the pee-pee, not connected. A guy can be depressed and sporting full wood. He can be sad, doesn't matter. I believe a guy can be crying and jacking off at the same time. I think he can be in the den channel surfing, catch a piece of Brian's song and go, oh my God, he's dying. But he won the Heisman. Because that's guys. They're different. So I'm telling you, ladies, get over it. Because if you don't get over the fight, you'll go from having like hot monkey sex, all doggy style, to having what I call roadkill sex. Because you'll be like a possum. Have you ever seen a possum, Claudia, on the side of the road playing dead? You're just laying there and the man comes in and he's poking and sniffing and you're like... You're trying to get your eyelids to twitch so he'll think you're in REM sleep and it's out of the question. She's pretty newly married, but I gotta tell you, your wife's got a little bit of the roadkill face going. She's You guys have been absolutely fantastic. Thank you and good night.